Welcome back, traders. Well, we have seen a very interesting time happening across our cryptocurrencies. If you remember, we were looking at this movement here and how the Bitcoin had come down. We even highlighted this long pin bar and used it as a low for the Fibonacci. And we can see that Bitcoin has actually come down a hell of a lot. And not just Bitcoin, but we've also seen it happen with Ethereum as well as with LiteCoin. If you go and look at the other cryptocurrencies, you'll see that pretty much all of them have taken quite a knock recently. Now, there's quite a few reasons for this. Firstly, whenever a market goes up so much as pretty much all of the cryptocurrencies have gone, everybody becomes very nervous about a bubble. A bubble is when, something goes up very quickly, but then it pops and it plummets. So as soon as we start seeing some bearish movement coming, I guess a lot of people started drawing funds out of Bitcoin, converting it back into their local currencies, and we see that kind of hammer the price down a lot. Now, this does not mean the end of the Bitcoin. A lot of different news articles that I've read are saying, is this the end of Bitcoin? Is cryptocurrency dead? It's really not. Not even close. About a year and a half ago, Bitcoin took a knock of, I think it was about 33%. It lost 33% of its value in just a few days. And well, I mean, that was back when it was still like only $2,500. And now we're still sitting at like $12,000, somewhere around there. Here we go. We're already over that, 13,000 odd. So, this could still be a very fast growing currency, despite the fact that it's taken quite a big knock recently. This is both good and bad. Now, bad because it starts making people feel more uncomfortable trading it up, buying Bitcoins as an investment. But good because there are now a whole lot of trade opportunities that we didn't have before. Now that we actually have some data in this price range, we can see that we've had some important levels where things have happened. So it's going to help us make a prediction to trade further. If you were trading right now on the 1 hour, you could see that we have a pin bar that's formed here, which could be very likely to push the price up. However, it is a Friday and we are getting quite late into the morning trading session already. So I will not be placing a trade on this, but I think it'll be very interesting to see what happens to the Bitcoin over the weekend. We'll see here that Ethereum followed suit as well. We had a high, then it came down and moved sideways, and now it's taken quite a big knock. Not as much as the Bitcoin, but still significant. And we've seen the same happen in Litecoin as well. This is following through pretty much all of the cryptocurrencies. I'm just focusing on 3, otherwise we'll be here for hours just clicking through all of them. So don't fear, don't worry too much. It's not confirmed whether or not this is going all the way down. But the nice thing about trading Bitcoin, Litecoin, and the other cryptos the way that we do is that you can make money on the way down. So if this is a bubble and it's confirmed that it's popped, we can make money on the way down. This is why I like to trade cryptos using the MetaTrader platform and not actually buying and selling the currencies, because otherwise, well, you could be in a much worse position. Let's have a quick look at that pound-dollar trade we were looking at. If you remember, we drew in the triangle and we saw that it's getting squeezed. Well, it has broken out slightly, re-entered, and now we're starting to get another breakout. What's very interesting is that we have a few important lines here. If you have a look here on the left-hand side, we can see that we had a strong rejection coming off the pound-dollar at this point, and currently it has been bouncing off there as well. So it's anybody's guess as to what's going to be happening there. We are still seeing that this does look like quite an extended consolidation phase. And as we know, long-term consolidation very often leads to a big breakout. But this is a very quiet time of the year. A lot of traders have taken time off. The shops doing importing and exporting for Christmas have already finished all of their international transactions. And now they're just making money locally. So we can't see a huge amount of transactions happening. At this time of year, I would usually have finished trading about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, purely because the markets do start squeezing very often, but it's still a good idea to keep an eye on the news. So don't stress too much. Take this time as a learning experience. If you can place successful trades at this time, then you will absolutely crack it in mid-January when we start seeing the trades picking up again. And especially keep an eye on these cryptocurrencies, just as a learning experience. This is a very unique position that we're in, you know, being in so early with the cryptocurrencies, because we have no idea what's going to be happening. Perhaps in 10 years' time, cryptocurrencies are going to overtake most regular currencies. And, you know, you've been here from the start. You're one of the founding traders in cryptocurrencies. So keep an eye on this for a potential long. But like I said, this late on a Friday, it's a little too risky for my blood. I'm going to hold off on Monday and see what's going to happen here.